This is The Scoop for Monday.
I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines. If you want to vote by mail and haven't requested a ballot, you're running out of time. The last day to request one is October 24th. Brian Corley is the supervisor of elections in Pasco County. He says it's better to get it done early so you don't miss the deadline.
On November 5th, when the clock strikes 7, the vote by mail ballot literally has to be back in my office. And an important note is some voters try and bring them to their election day polling place. That is problematic because if you bring it to the election day polling place, it won't get back to my office.
Floridians can vote by mail, vote early, or go in person to the polls on Election Day. If you're returning a mail ballot, remember to check if yours needs extra postage before you drop it off at the post office. Early voting begins today in many counties in the Tampa Bay region, including Hillsborough, Pasco, Pinellas, Polk, Sarasota, and Manatee. You can visit your Supervisor of Elections website for polling locations or WMNF.org for more information. In the wake of Hurricanes Milton and Helene, many people have concerns about their property taxes. WMNF's Chris Young tells us Hillsborough County officials are helping residents find tax relief.
Bob Henriquez is the Hillsborough County property appraiser. He says there are state laws that could help homeowners following a disaster. One is that people with storm-damaged, uninhabitable homes can keep their homestead exemption for up to 5 years while they repair and eventually return. Another law allows people to receive property tax refunds for homes deemed unlivable for over 30 days.
And that we're making sure that we're finding as many ways to reach out to folks and let them know that they have to report that damage to us.
Henriquez says property owners have until March 1st to report damages. Chris Young, WMNF News, Tampa.
You can find the damage assessment form on our website, WMNF.org. Hurricane Milton's recovery efforts have evolved past first responders fixing roads and power lines. Now organizations are beginning to distribute resources to the community, and that includes Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay, a local nonprofit. The organization hosted a hurricane kit drive-through on Friday and handed out thousands of packs, including cleaning supplies, water, tarps, and more. COO Brandy Canada says the group takes donations year-round to prepare for disasters.
Once they strike, we find the areas that are hardest hit, and we actually put out supplies to the community as quickly as possible.
Canada says the next step is to begin long-term recovery, such as restoring HVAC systems, helping with drywall and flooring after flooding, and roof replacements. Rebuilding Together is accepting applications for rehab and disaster assistance at rttb.org. Tampa Bay is struggling to recover after Hurricanes Helene and Milton. As WMNF's Julia Saad tells us, one urban farm depends on its neighbors for a helping hand.
We had so many oak trees that we've lost.
That's Cindy Casterlin. She has worked at the Sweetwater Organic Community Farm for 4 years. It was built in an urban area on top of sand. Casterlin says employees have been feeding the nearby community with healthy, affordable produce for the last 30 years.
So many people are still climbing up from under the effects of this last hurricane. But we had such a great group of volunteers that came here this week because we knew we could not clean it up on our own anywhere near and get it in time for our event.
With tears streaming, Casterlin says it was emotional to think of how quickly the community came to Sweetwater's rescue. She says volunteers opened their homes for the farm's interns and employees seeking shelter during Hurricane Milton. Julia Saad, WMNF News, Tampa.
Hillsborough County's Disaster Recovery Center off Lincoln Avenue closed last night. It was originally scheduled to close tomorrow, but will instead be used as a polling location for the upcoming election. The county says a new recovery center will be opened in the upcoming days. In the meantime, if you need help, visit disasterassistance.gov. The National Weather Service says there should be some of that gorgeous Florida weather this week. Sunny today with a high near 86 and mostly clear tonight with lows around 70. I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.